I was into drugs and alcohol. It was chaotic. There was no order, control. It was a disaster.
I was just giving up. At the same time, I kept struggling and struggling to keep trying. So in a way, I was just tired. I was exhausted. I was done. I had been sober before for like 20 years, and this time I really dove in pretty heavy. So I went from the marijuana to the meth to snorting it to smoking it, and the only step left was the needle, and I was not going that far.
I was just bouncing around, you know, girlfriend to girlfriend, streets, mom, and just not taking responsibility for my life. I decided that I need to take control of my actions and my life.
I came through crisis. I stayed in crisis for 40 days and 40 nights. That was my first thing, is how do I get to the recovery program? I need to fill out the application right now, because I've had recovery before. I just haven't had Jesus Christ. And there's a big difference.
I've enjoyed the God aspect of it. I've been searching for answers my whole life. Never came to one except God, so I think that's been the most important thing.
Here we are working on our mental health and our drug addiction and our alcoholism, but in reality, we're really stepping our foundation up with Christ.
My classes are normal English, reading, and math. It's gearing me up towards further schooling, if I wish.
And then when you get up in different stages, usually a third stage, and you get an elective. Well, they have archaeology down there, and I'm very into digging in the ground and looking for treasures and finding the history from back in the day. This is a plastic world. Everything's in plastic, and when you dig in the ground, you find glass. And you find things that were hundreds of years old. And so they told me they had an archaeology course, and in the beginning I was really frustrated because I couldn't recall, and I'd have to write it down like 17 times just to remember something, you know. And so I'm doing better. I'm actually getting a B in it, and so I'm really excited about that. But there's a lot about archaeology I had no clue. I just was thinking it was a shovel and ground and dig and you got your treasures. That's not what it's all about. So yeah, it's my future of education, and actually I plan on digging into, God willing, I plan on being part of a dig in Missouri.
It helps give basic academic skills for further advancement into, you know, maybe fields, like I said, trade or otherwise more professional. So it's been good. I think just to take it one day at a time. Some days are better than others. You know, each day has a new challenge, and it's how we deal with the challenge, whether it's good or bad.
Life, I want to live life today, you know, and I love it, actually, you know. And then time, things I must earn. You don't get everything you want, and you don't get everything you need. You do get everything you need here, but you don't get everything you want. It takes time when it comes to taking out the darkness and bringing in the light. You know, it takes a lot of time. And I'm here to the finish, just like Jesus died on the cross to the finish. For me, and for, you know, life in general, for us to keep striving for Him.